Good morning. Happy Monday. It's currently 9:25. Market opens in 5 minutes. About to go ahead and join the Discord live with the team. I was running a little late. Boom, we in there. We got that in there. I gotta go ahead and mark my pre-market levels. As y'all know, Asia session, highs and lows. London session, highs and lows. And also previous day highs and lows. So right now, we haven't came into, well, actually, we just tapped Asia's high just now. Just tapped into Asia high. London low hasn't got touched, and Asia low hasn't got touched. So, yeah, man. But if you haven't followed me on Instagram already, make sure you follow me on Instagram. Welsh Trades on Instagram. And if you haven't liked the most recent video, it's a back testing session, so take advantage of that when y'all get the chance. I would go tune into that video, and we're gonna get this day started. It is a no news Monday, so probably won't be taking the trade unless market is really showing a nice, a nice setup. Other than that, we probably won't take no trades. No news Mondays are the worst, so. And we also have PPI and CPI later on this weekend on Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday we have consumer sentiment, inflation expectations. So I think the best ideal day for a good day would probably be Friday. They say don't trade before CPI, which is on Thursday, so I don't know. We'll see. Might be the most volatile, but it might be the best way to catch good positions at the same time, capitalize on that. So if you do trade those days, make sure you lower the risk and pretty much keep yourself in the game for the long term. You don't want to blow your account. It's you versus you at the end of the day, so, So I'll get back to y'all when market starts opening up. Okay, right now we're accumulating, market just opened, but we were accumulating in this range, so if we get an imbalance through this Asia high, we could go higher, but other than that, we could sweep liquidity here and go lower, but the bottom of that range is London low right now, and it's about 237 to 4.50. So if we get below that, then I'm thinking we go all the way down to Asia low and possibly previous day low. So, yeah. Like I said, no news today, so we're going to have to see. Wait for extra confirmation on today. If we really decide to take a trade right now, it's kind of sweeping Asia high. But that candle bounced right back up. But yeah, we're going to be patient. Wait for this 15-minute candle to close. And I still need to mark out my previous day low, which was this one right here. Previous day high is that black line up there. So, yeah. Right now, ES is trying to get legs down. NQ is at the moment trying to hold this high right now. So, at the moment, they are not correlating. Obviously, we're still being patient, waiting for 15-minute candle closes. Probably won't take a trade today. Might be after 10 o'clock, who knows, but I still want to get on here and basically show you guys the morning and how everything goes. Even though we're not trading, we still got to show up to the market. It's just part of the job. It's just part of the job, man. Right now, ES is getting big moves up. ES is still below Asia low. Asia high, excuse me. Trying to bounce now. It came into we don't have a fair value gap on the 1 hour. On the 30-minute, we had a small fair value gap here that ES just touched into and bounced out of. ES just bounced out of this 30-minute fair value gap right here, if you can see. And then also there was a 15-minute fair value gap. Now it's getting legs higher back into Asia high, and Q is still pushing higher. We had already came into this 30-minute fair value gap on NQ. So market is getting a good push up here right now. Wait for this 15-minute candle close, and we'll probably look for some sort of fair value gap, maybe for an entry, but at the same time, don't want to rush it. But if we do hold above this Asia high, we'll probably continue up to previous day high, most likely. ES is still struggling to get through this Asia high. Just made a new high there. I'll get back to y'all when this 15-minute candle closes. I would love to see NQ come up here and sweep this 5-minute high, and ES make a lower high to form an SMT. I would love to see that happen right now. ES still struggling at this Asia high, consolidating. NQ at the moment is trying to break out, so if we can sweep this recent high right here, possibly could look for puts. 15-minute candle just closed. Still looking for this to grab this recent high for it to form an SMT. Looks like it's attempting it. Hopefully it can sweep it, bro.
By Dallas, make it hurt.
No. Very, very, very small 1-minute fair value gap here that we just tested. I still wanted it to form that SMT at that high, but apparently it doesn't look like it's gonna do that. It looks like we just formed a relative equal lows on ES. Yeah, we just formed relative equal lows on ES. Q's probably bouncing right back up too off that. I want to see this sell side liquidity get taken out. Okay, we just swept that previous 5-minute candles high. Hopefully we can reject here, form a SMT. But well, once you look at that, market is on some bullshit. No trades yet taken. Looks like we want to go up now. We form relative equal lows on the 15-minute on ES. Right now, NQ is breaking out of that high again. So unless this could be the false break, but I'll get back to you in a minute. No trade yet, however, this looks like an ideal trade we could take. Depending on if we sell off right there or not. If it goes back up and makes a new high, then I'm just gonna wait for this next 15-minute candle to close again. really stacking up. Looks like ES is gonna just break out of this range, this little trend line. To me, it looks like it is stacking up to go higher. At the same time, I guess you could have found an entry somewhere in here, but I didn't like this price action right here. It's too cluttered. So we're most likely finna come up here to this previous day high. So I'll get back to y'all in a little bit. Well, we have a 15-minute fair value gap here that's gonna be formed. At the same time, ES is really bearish, way more bearish than NQ. And we formed the SMT this time on the 15-minute, lower high here. And then NQ clearly formed a higher high. So that's one confirmation for bearishness. I would take an entry here for the change of state of delivery, but I'm not gonna do it yet. Just not quite yet. The risk to reward just wouldn't be there yet unless we come into this, test it. Maybe this would be a good, better spot. Okay, yeah, if we can get back into this part right here, into this 1 minute fair value gap, I would take a put entry. Just waiting for it to happen though. Yes, just kind of swept those lows. Formed some nice fair value gaps down into that level. Pretty much still waiting, still being patient. ES came and swept those relative equal lows, which was expected. NQ, I mean, it's kind of getting retracements back down, but at the same time, we did break out of this accumulation zone. 15-minute candle broke out pretty good, formed a fair value gap, 15-minute fair value gap. So I'm not gonna be quite too bearish yet, but I definitely think it should come back down and test this 15-minute fair value gap before going up, considering we formed the SMT. If ES can get really bearish and break out of this accumulation zone down here, we got a level at, what is this level? 6493.75. If we can sell off down there and close, it'll look good. But right now, it looks like we're sweeping the relative equal lows, and for it to go back up, and NQ is heading back up also. Still not liking it, but this is an ideal entry. It came right into where I initially had my put entry and sold off. Yes, it's starting to reject out of this 2 minute fair value gap, this internal fair value gap. NQ also came into this 2 minute fair value gap at this high and started kind of rejecting out of it. 5 minute candle close, pretty bearish.
Beats by Dallas, make it hurt.
Still haven't took any trade yet. Currently 10-10. But I think I'm about to get in a little short here.
Order filled.
I'm in a short position here. Small little trade. Probably just target this low here. Starting to get legs back up. this 2-minute candle can turn from green to red, then we should get the nice sell-off that I'm looking for. If not, we might take this L. This might be our only trade of the day if it does stop us out. So I just need to see this candle sell off. If ES can also keep selling off here, it could be good. Taking off risk there, since this 1-minute candle swept the previous candle's liquidity. Because we should just continue selling off. We shouldn't go back up from here. Not a good wick. Need to see this last 1-minute candle sell right back off. We need to come take this low back out. We need to sell off here in order for this trade to be bearish the way we want it to. We need to see it continue in here. We need to see the continuation. We are forming still higher highs, kind of. This 2-minute candle can close bearish. We should be fine, but at the same time, it could bounce right back up. So we'll see what happens here. I would love to see it continue down here. Not a good bounce. Kind of figured it would do something like that. If this candle could turn green to red, we should get the momentum that we need in order for it to sell off back into that low. Okay, it kind of turned green to red there. We need to continue off. We need to see seller step in right here. Need to see seller step in heavy right here. We need this low. All right. I'm just gonna move stops into break even here. We shouldn't come back up.
Beats by Dallas, make it hurt.
This shouldn't bounce, dude. We should just sell off from here. So obviously I'm gonna move my stop loss into a little bit of profit. 1-minute candle closes in 10 seconds. Almost a TP. Not a good candle close. It looks like we're forming a low here. We could bounce up and grab liquidity if it wants to go lower, but I needed it, the momentum. I needed that momentum for us to sell off. I want to see a sell out here, man. We're almost there. Almost at TP. It's super close. Super close. I'm gonna move this stop loss into this last candle right here. We should have had this momentum to sweep that low already, since we got super close to it. So if we come back up above that candle, then I'm just, hey, I'm okay with the little $235.
Order filled.
All right, and TP smacked. $522 across 4 accounts. And look at that. We might bounce all the way back up from here. We got a little 1 to 159 risk to reward. Something small, just a little internal trade. So $2,000 on the day so far. I know I did say we also need to have you know, a 1 to 2 risk to reward at least minimum. But if you got a high win rate strategy like this one right here, then you could also take this little trade. And obviously the risk was still over a 1 to 1. So, you know, and look at us, we're selling off here. I knew we would come back into this 15-minute for value gap that was down here, but I didn't like the way we were stacking up here, so we could sell all the way off from here. But I'm glad with my execution. This is a high win rate strategy. I have multiple strategies that I've mastered, so yeah, and I could have low-key moved my TP down lower. I could have moved my take profit down and had this stop loss above this candle right here. I could have kept it, moved this down to at least here or here, you know, but I'm still happy with my strategy. We just came into the 15-minute for value gap. ES is also back down there to this low. Looks like it's heading towards London low right now. I didn't have it marked out for some reason, but it's heading down to London low somewhat. But we also, it's Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a Monday morning. I'm going to take the profits that I can get with the high risk to reward strategy that I had. And this isn't my main strategy, but this is still a way to trade, you know, like the internal ranges. You get what I'm saying? If you want to learn more about this, get into the Discord. It's in my Instagram bio. And I'm going to be done for the day because it is a Monday morning. Don't really like trading Mondays, but I still was able to capitalize on it. So Wells Trades on Instagram. Take advantage of the 14-day free trial on the in my link in my bio. Take advantage of that now. Sign up. And I'll see you on the next video because I don't feel like sitting here staring at these charts anyways. And everybody already banged in the Discord. So I'll see y'all in the next video tomorrow. Same day vlogs.